Hello, Math 206 students. Some people have expressed that this problem was very hard in the homework, and since we really haven't gone over R or Minitab, I'm going to show you how to use Excel to solve the problem. Now, when they're doing this before they manage to have a regression equation and predicted values, this isn't given to us. So I came down to the formula for prediction interval, and I noticed that we need to have a y-hat, a t-star, standard deviation of errors, and average of x, and the standard deviation of x. It's really easy to get average of x, standard deviation of x, and actually y-hat. That's not too bad. So t-star comes from stat key. I put in, my picture's in the way, 48 degrees of freedom. All I did was click two-tail, 95%. And there's the t-star. So that wasn't too bad. So trying to get the sum of squares of error was like, okay, that's the wrong formula. Okay, what do I do? Well, I go back to section 9.2, where they have a formula for sum of squares of error. Sum of squared errors. Okay, that's what we're going to call it. We're going to add up y, actual y minus y-hat. So that's predicted. Actual minus, thank you, predicted squared, add them all up. And then to get the standard deviation is going to be, come on down, r squared, there we go. So standard deviation of the error, we're going to divide it by degrees of freedom of the error, and then take the square root. So we can do this in Excel. I took the data, here I can move this up, sample countries, and then I just copied off health and life expectancy and paste them onto the next row. So I could get the mean of health, standard deviation of health, mean of life, standard deviation of life. So this is the x side, x, sorry, I hit the wrong one, x, and y. And then I did a scatter plot and added regression line, which gives me y-hat basically. So go ahead and label y-hat. So this is equals 0.7286 times the x value, because it's x right there, plus 61.32. Okay, so the actual was 83.1, the y-hat was 72. Now we were looking for y minus y-hat squared. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Parenthesis equals parenthesis y minus y-hat, close parentheses, square it. Okay, and then I can click and drag down. Let's see. Alright. I already did this video, and so I can get rid of that 10. Alright, so this is the sum. These are the squared residuals. So let's go ahead and get the sum of it. I'm just going to get formula auto sum. It automatically adds up the whole column. So I'm going to make that red. And this is in, okay, 52, so row 52 and J. So to get the standard deviation of error is going to equal, okay, wait, let's do this one. Sum of square error equals J52. Okay, and then the standard deviation of error is going to equal square root of this number divided by 48, because that's the degrees of freedom for error. So this is that little s with the epsilon at the bottom. So back to the formula and setting it all up. I think the first question was, what happens at 3? Look at this. This is the y hat for 3. So that's 52i. So if x star equals 3, then y hat equals, okay, what was it? I53. No, how about 52? 52. Okay, so let's use the formula and look at it. I'm going to pause and pull that up. Okay, back in section 6.3, prediction interval is a y hat plus or minus margin of error, which is t star, the standard deviation of error, square root of 1 plus 1 over n plus x star minus x bar squared divided by n minus 1. So we're looking at 50 and 49 times the standard deviation of x squared. I think I have enough information. Okay, so this is the y hat, and let's get the margin of error here. So margin of error equals t star. Okay, so 2.011 times, then it was the standard error times square root of 1 plus 1 divided by 50 plus, and then I'm going to have to put another set of parentheses in. It was x star 3 minus x bar, the mean, quantity squared, divided by 49. Okay, 49 times the standard deviation of x squared. Okay, divided by, and I have to put in parentheses so that Excel keeps a multiplication problem on the bottom. So 49 times standard deviation squared. Okay, you can't, I'm writing over down here, but you can see it up here. So that was t star, standard deviation of error, times the square root of 1 plus 1 over n plus x star minus x bar squared divided by n minus 1, 49 times the standard deviation of x squared, and then I need to put another parenthesis. And okay, that flashed right here around the bottom, so I need to have another parenthesis to match up with the square root. Okay, so square root. Okay, margin of error. So I'm just going to do the minus equals y hat minus margin of error and equals y hat plus margin of error. Okay, so if I want to change what X star is, I can come down here. Okay. United States. I don't know, 25%. Okay, so Y hat is now 79. Life expectancy about 79, which is awesome, and it changed right up here. Now the margin of error needs to have this 3 replaced with 25, because that was the only thing that had to be changed in the formula. Everything else was already there. And so the margin of error around, I gotta change that too. Y hat equals, what was it, 25? Okay, or X star. So here's the new margin of error. And that's how you do this problem with Excel. When it doesn't do ANOVA, I tried, you actually need a better stat program for it. So I hope this helps you with the problem from section 9.3, number 69. Life expectancy versus healthcare.